everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something you've probably come across, Lignocaine 5% topical. You know, it's that numbing cream or gel they use at the doctor's office. But have you ever wondered how it actually, well, switches off pain? What's the secret that makes it such a go-to medical tool, but also something you have to handle with real care? Well, we're going to get into all of it.
Yeah, you've definitely seen a tube like this before, right? Maybe you know it as Lidocaine or xylocaine. It's everywhere, from the dermatologist to the dentist. But the real question is, what is it actually doing? I mean, we say it numbs the skin, but on a molecular level, how does it literally stop a pain signal dead in its tracks? That's the mystery we're cracking today.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll cover what lignocaine actually is. Then, we'll dive into the cool science of how it blocks pain. We'll look at where it's used in the real world, talk about the risks, the red flags you need to know, and wrap up with how to use it safely and get the best results. Let's jump in.
All right, first things first. What exactly is this stuff?
So at its heart, lignocaine is what we call a local anesthetic. And that word local is super important. It means it only works right where you put it. Its whole job is to temporarily knock out sensation, create what's called surface anesthesia on your skin or even on mucous membranes, like inside your mouth or nose.
Now, let's get just a little bit nerdy for a second. Chemically, lignocaine is part of the amide family of anesthetics, and that's a big deal. Because of its structure, it's way more stable and much less likely to cause an allergic reaction than the older ester-type drugs. That stability? That's a huge reason why it's a mainstay in medicine today. And you'll see it sold under a bunch of names, like xylocaine or Lox. It doesn't just come in one form either. You've got your gels, ointments, and creams for the skin. But then there are also sprays and special jellies made specifically for those mucosal surfaces we talked about. It's just incredibly versatile.
Okay, so we've got the what covered. Now for the really cool part, the how. How does this stuff actually shut down pain at the molecular level?
I mean, it really does feel like magic, doesn't it? You put a simple cream on your skin and poof, a pain signal that should be racing to your brain just vanishes. It's completely blocked. How on earth does that happen?
Well, the secret is all about these tiny little doors in your nerve cells. They're called voltage-gated sodium ion channels. Just think of them as microscopic gates. Now, for a pain signal to get anywhere, these gates have to swing open to let sodium ions flood in. Lignocaine's whole mission in life is to be the bouncer that slams those gates shut and locks them.
And here's how that blockade works, step by step. First, the lignocaine molecules sneak inside the nerve cell and literally grab onto those sodium channel gates. By doing that, step 2, it jams them shut, locking them in an inactive state. So no sodium can get in. And the result? Step 3, without that flood of sodium, the electrical spark, the pain signal, can't even start. The message is stopped before it's even sent.
So what you get is a totally reversible nerve blockade. That's the key. The feeling is gone, but only for a little while. It's powerful, it's local, so it doesn't mess with your brain. And when the lignocaine wears off, those little gates just go right back to work like nothing happened.
Okay, the science is cool, right? But let's bring it back to the real world. How is this stuff actually used day to day by doctors and nurses?
Well, one of its superpowers is speed. We're talking 2 to 5 minutes for it to start working, especially on those mucous membranes. In a clinic, that kind of speed is an absolute game changer.
So how long does it last? You're usually looking at about 30 to 60 minutes of numbness. That's the sweet spot, the perfect amount of time to get a lot of common procedures done without any fuss.
And the list of uses is, well, it's long. We're talking everything from minor skin procedures, soothing burns and scrapes, to prepping someone for a catheter or an endoscopy. And of course, it's a huge deal in dentistry and for treating other painful conditions.
Now this number right here, this is a big one. 4.5 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. That is the max dose. Sticking to this limit is, without a doubt, the most important thing you can do to avoid serious problems. Every single clinician knows this number by heart.
And that brings us to a really important topic. Because as useful as lignocaine is, it's still a powerful drug. You absolutely have to understand the risks and know what to watch out for. This part is non-negotiable.
So, when we talk about side effects, they basically fall into 2 buckets. First, you have local effects, stuff that happens right where you put the cream. This is pretty common and usually mild, like a little burning or redness. But then you have systemic effects. These are way more rare, but they're also way more serious. This is what can happen if too much of the drug gets into your bloodstream, where it can start to affect your brain and even your heart.
The good news is, your body usually gives you some early warning signs if things are going wrong.
You've got to know these. Feeling dizzy, a sudden ringing in your ears, a weird metallic taste in your mouth, or numbness of your tongue. Recognizing these signs right away is absolutely crucial. It can make all the difference.
And then there are the deal breakers, times when you just should not use it, period. If you know you're allergic to this type of anesthetic, that's a no-go. Same for anyone with severe liver problems because the liver has to process the drug. And this is a big one. You never ever apply it to large areas of broken or really irritated skin. That's just asking for it to be absorbed way too fast.
Okay, let's wrap this all up. Let's talk about the simple do's and don'ts for using Lidocaine safely and effectively.
Look, preventing all those scary side effects we just discussed really boils down to one thing: respecting the drug. It's all about following a few key precautions to hit that sweet spot between getting the pain relief you need and keeping the risk as low as possible.
And the rules are pretty simple. First, always use the smallest amount that'll do the trick. Less is more. Second, don't just spread it over huge areas of skin. Also, a big one, don't cover it up with something like plastic wrap. That can make your body absorb way too much of it. And finally, you have to be extra careful with kids and elderly patients. They can be more sensitive, so their doses need to be handled with extreme care.
So that leaves us with a question, right? Is Lignocaine just a simple tool, or is it a complex medication that demands our respect? And I think the answer is, it's both. It's incredibly powerful and effective, a real cornerstone of medicine. But its safety, that's entirely in our hands. It depends on us understanding exactly how it works and treating it with the respect it deserves. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.